Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that bell. Ding, 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 ding.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on Twitter X. Today we have an awesome collab. We have been fans of hers for a very long time when she started doing the Sex and the City recap episodes.
I would not miss one episode. I remember I was, my house was being remodeled and I was living with my sister Nancy, and every time it was on, I would wait for it.
Yeah.
And then I would wait for the writer's room, because she would do the writer's room episodes. And I just loved it. I was such a huge fan of hers.
And she's such a trooper. She couldn't do it anymore. She couldn't do season 2. I think she got into like the 4th episode and then it was over. But she also does a lot of other pop culture, Meghan and Harry stuff. We had the honor of doing a collaboration with Real Housewives recaps. And we're going to play you the whole show right now, but stay tuned, because afterwards we will show you another one of Mom's possible dreams.
This one's a grisly tale.
God. And we'll also mention our animal rescues. So stay tuned. Enjoy the show.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Hi. It's a pleasure. We're
such
fans.
Well, really same. I appreciate that. I love your channel, and so many people in the comments have asked for us to do something together. So I'm so excited about this.
Yes, same with us.
Great. But tell me everything. How did you guys how did your channel start? Who had the idea to start the channel?
It was both our idea. Nancy and I live next door to each other, so every morning we meet in my kitchen and we just talk about pop culture, whatever's going on in the day. And we always wanted to do something for animals, like animal charities. So we said, why don't we talk like we're talking in our kitchen, and I'm drinking my Diet Coke and she's drinking her tea, and just talk. And then at the end of the show, we'll have an animal sanctuary or an animal rescue that we can highlight on the show. Well, it kind of took off.
What was the catalyst was, I think what made us mad was the Netflix special, The Lies That We Heard in the Trailer. So we wanted to do a episode on just debunking just the trailer of the And we were also really upset over Lady Susan Hussey getting accused of racism. And we just wanted to like kind of debunk that as well.
Yeah, it was elder abuse.
So
we didn't like it.
Yeah, we were extremely close to our grandma, so we would kill to have like years left with our grandmother. And for them to treat Prince Philip and the Queen like that was just insane to us. So we thought, and we also wanted to come at it because there weren't a lot of Americans coming out and criticizing them. And I think because the Sussex Squad scared people off so much, to show their faces or show their names or do whatever, they were afraid of that. So we came out rather early, gave them our names, told them where we lived.
We doxed ourselves.
We doxed ourselves because they had put up that, you need to call their place of work and tell or do this. Well, first of all, joke's on you. We don't have a job. And it's like, who can they go after? Our dad's company. And it's like, we tell all our dad's clients that we can't stand Meghan Markle. They already know, so go for it. So it's like, you're not going to hurt us by doing that. So I think there needed to be, I just felt there needed to be more younger Americans coming out against Harry and Meghan. And and show. And so I think we've now sort of paved the path, like you, Megan's Mole, and even Andy from Popcorn Planet is doing it now, where
Resting Dolphins.
We can come out and say, no, we're Americans. No, we're younger, but we still respect the monarchy. What she's doing is wrong. She's a liar. And no, Americans do not like them. No, we love Prince William. Just see what happened in New York. So that's sort of like what our
mission.
These mission statements.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think that's so cool. And I have so you've mostly been covering that, but then I noticed you also do some pop culture stuff too, right? Like Kardashians and stuff.
Kardashians, some housewife stuff. We've been doing a lot on Oprah lately. Tyler Perry. They're digging themselves graves.
Yeah. Lots to cover there. Yeah.
A lot to cover with Oprah and Tyler Perry.
What I'm confused about is how people are just now being, they're just now getting to know what a snake Oprah is.
Yeah.
Always, like, I've always known that. Have you, Real Housewives recaps?
Yeah. I don't think I really paid attention either way, but obviously since all this, no thank you. I just that was kind of I feel like I was earlier to the Harry Meghan, noticing how bad they were. I was a little later to notice how bad Oprah was. So.
Yeah. Well, she's been in so many cults that have been involved with SA. And things like that.
She had this guy on her show a long time ago. He went by the name John of God, and his thing was he would do surgeries on people without anesthesia, and they would just line up, and he would go into their skin and he'd pull out lamb guts, but supposedly it was from the patient.
It was all a con.
Now, obviously that sounds insane, right?
Yes.
Well, no, Oprah features it in her magazine, thinking this is a miracle. This guy is a miracle. Well, it turns out that he was having, he was SAing most of his followers.
Yeah.
So
the women followers.
So she's very shady.
That's awful.
Shady. Yeah. She never even came out with an apology. So, and she never, and even with that school, she has that school, that all girls school. She never talks about it. She never has, no one has the chutzpah to sit her down and interview her about these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
She sort of is in that Illuminati group that is protected.
Allegedly.
Yes. Yes. No, I agree. But even the interview she did with Meghan, she didn't bother to circle back and say, hey, now, wait, that doesn't make sense what you're saying. You've contradicted yourself,
Exactly.
I don't think she cares.
Well, I don't think she cares, and I have a feeling that was pre-planned. All that. It was a pretty scripted interview because the chickens and we got married.
We got married. Like
what?
We got married.
Too bad nobody told Harry's face because he looked shocked too.
Well, he's so hopped up on something allegedly.
Yes.
We don't know what's going on with him.
Rhymes with Smugs. Yes.
Yeah. The booger sugar.
Yeah, that's right. Nose nachos. There you go. That's great. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It's just a mess, Yeah. I feel like pop culture these days, it's like a highway because we're all watching it, and it's like if what do they say? If you put a cop car on someone for 500 miles, they're eventually going to get a ticket. Yeah. That's how I am with pop culture. I'm just watching, and I wake up every morning just waiting to see who gets the ticket of the day.
Yeah. There you go.
You know what I mean?
That is brilliant. I love it.
But that's how pop culture is these days.
Which Real Housewives did you steal that from? You stole that from a Real Housewife.
She says that I am obsessed with Real Housewives. So I would tell you.
She steals everything.
Yeah, I stole it from
no, I'm joking. But I joke with her. I say,
but isn't that how pop culture is turning into? That we're just watching them, waiting for them to get a ticket?
Sure. Yeah. Whatever's interesting, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
That's right. Do you watch Below Deck at all, or just Housewives?
I do, and I that scene where he was
I never watched that
girl.
Oh God, yes.
And they showed it, and it was like, oh my God. And Nancy didn't watch it, but what happened was, Nance, is there's a show called
Be
Below
careful
Deck.
how you describe it.
Of course I will.
Yeah.
And there was a bosun, and then she was like a stewardess type girl on the boat, and they were all crew. And they got drunk one night, because they party and they work hard, so they party hard. And he was trying to, essay her.
Okay, we get the point.
He got in bed with her.
Okay, we get
Finally, the producers had to take him out of the situation. He totally got fired.
Yes.
But do you remember the girl though, the other girl?
Yes. Oh, it was disgusting. Yes.
I can't believe she was defending him.
It's not only defending him to the person he did that to. You know what I mean? Like, making her feel bad, like she had done something wrong. It was terrible.
Yeah, and then all the women were getting triggered. It was a really bad episode.
It's a really good advertisement for the show, though.
I never even heard of Below Deck.
Yeah, now Nancy's gonna watch.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite. It's one of the few I can get my husband to watch with me. He's usually
exactly. Yeah, it seems like a guy's show too.
Yeah, I think so. And plus, I like the wealth-ish shows. I think it's interesting. So.
Totally.
I feel so bad for you because your head almost exploded this year over Sex in the City too.
Oh God!
You almost had to. You had to go into a
rehab
center.
Seriously. Oh yeah. So season 1. That's how. Knock on wood, my channel took off because of
that's how I know you.
Oh, that's how I know you guys. You were recapping it too. Thank you.
I loved you back then. I would not miss one episode. I would get my cup of tea, and
I was obsessed.
I would not miss one of your shows.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That is such a huge compliment. You have no idea. Thank you. I just assume I'm talking to myself. So when people say they listen, I'm like, really? Why? Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, same. You guys, I know you covered part of season 2. Did you do any of season 1 or no?
No, I just listened. Okay. I was watching you.
Okay.
We didn't have to. You covered it.
I stuck through season 1. I tried season 2, and by episode 4, I couldn't do it. I was like, this is horrible. Did you guys stick with it?
Yeah, we stuck with it
until the end. We didn't stick with it. I would make Stephanie watch it.
She absolutely right. I would stick with it, have to watch it. I drew the short straw, and then Nancy would go into a blind, and then I would just tell her what happened.
Tell me, and then half the time I thought she was making stuff up.
Oh, she thought I was lying.
I thought
it's that bad.
Yeah. And then like Stephanie was going so crazy over this that we made our mom watch an episode to tell us what it was about. Now, my mom's never watched one Sex and the City. And it was the episode that was the penis pump.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My mom did not know how to describe that. My mom's not from this country. English was not her first language. It was Italian and French. So here she is trying to describe a penis pump. It was like so cringe.
Dude, it was so cringe. It was like watching Game of Thrones with your dad cringe. It was so crazy.
No. Make it stop. No. That is too funny. Oh, that's a much more interesting way to watch the show, though, is to have your mom explain it. Have you dragged your mom into this Harry and Meghan stuff?
Yes. Oh, yeah. She didn't want to. And our dad.
Good.
When Nancy was out of town with her boyfriend recently, so I had my mom as my guest host. And she actually did a pretty good job. But my mom is old school. So she's just like, I just don't like that Meghan. I wish people would just, throw tomatoes at her. She's like that. She's like an old Italian woman. That's how she talks.
And then all our viewers were like, we'll do that with you. And they love her now.
Oh, I bet. That's awesome. I have to go back and watch. That's too fun. Too fun. So I discovered you guys with the, and just like that, season 2, I thought that was so good. And then I think one of the first to figure out, or that I noticed that I really got into, that figured out the 3 different trigger alert. I know this is sensitive to some people, but the 3 different miscarriage stories.
It was, it's funny because I'm usually the one who comes and pitches an idea to Stephanie.
Yeah.
And she had no idea.
Okay.
Because I was like, what? And then when we were doing the concept, Steph's like, we got to do it like a boxing ring, like round one, round two, because the stories
kept changing.
And Stephanie's reaction, because how we do it is we don't script anything. I'll start the show, and then Stephanie comes in with her reaction or opinion. So Stephanie's reaction was so hilarious hearing this.
It was real.
Stephanie could not believe how different the stories were and how nobody has said anything about it. So I can confidently say, before I was saying allegedly, but I can confidently say now that there was no pregnancy. Because
in my opinion, I agree.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, LA does not, it's illegal to give remains to somebody after they've been at the hospital.
They go to the tree.
They drive it out to some tree in Santa Barbara and bury it. That's illegal. That's illegal. Yeah. There's like a $15,000 fine. I looked it up. So what did you think? Were you just shocked?
Same. It's shocking. And then her friend, remember, what's the annoying one? Abigail Spencer was going along with one of the stories. And one of them involved her being at the house, but the other two, she was not there. So
I was Stephanie, do your impression.
No, she goes, Abigail's like, and then I saw her. And she goes, and then I saw her in the driveway and she was holding Archie. And I just couldn't take it because I knew that she had lost the baby. Like Abigail had some sort of ESP going. And she was in so much pain. The way she overacted that was so pathetic.
So bad.
Too funny. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. Yeah, exactly. She's as shitty as an actress as Meghan is, right?
Well, you know, I'm a fan of soap operas, so I remembered her from, like, she had a short stint on All My Children, but that's all I remember her from. So as far as her saying she's an actress, then I'm an actress.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now when you get even like just mundane news, like, oh, we're having sandwiches for lunch, just grab the top of your head and go, oh no. Oh my god, that's the only way to respond.
We had tea. And
that's her. Oh no.
Meghan's biscuit was dry.
Yeah, it was so funny. She's such a drama queen, man.
Yeah, I mean, but again, look who she's standing up for and with. The one that can't stay off the floor, right? Falls on the floor crying at every
So. I mean, if I had to guess, I would guess that Abigail enjoyed the high seas just like Meghan. If I had to guess.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
The yachting life. If I had to guess.
Yo ho.
I had to guess.
Yeah. That's a good guess. I would have a similar guess. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that's something that stuck out for me is that video. I thought, whoa, I think I even showed like a little clip or something. I was like, look at this, they found something. This is awesome. And so I've been obsessed with the channel ever since. You guys are great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And you share my fascination with narcissists. I've seen your stuff on Jada as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, that's just kind of, that was personal too, just because we're friends. We are family friends with Will Smith and Jada, and we used to go to their parties and their birthday parties and their kids' birthday parties, and we would spend Halloween with them. So it's like I came from a place of knowledge of this, and Jada's always been.
It was nice to finally get it out, because out of respect for Will, like we never went around and said anything negative about Jada. Like she was rude to me at a party once, and I never said that. I kept that a secret for 20 years. But now it's like, she's not a nice person.
But we also knew that they weren't living in the same house. We also knew that they haven't shared a bed in 7 years. We knew all that stuff. Did we tell anybody?
Longer than 7 years.
Yeah, longer than that. But did we tell anyone that? Absolutely not. Because you're friends with these people. You know who told? Jada.
Yeah.
Well, Jada. We saw that the reason we made those videos too is because we saw Jada was lying about a lot of things.
She was lying about
and
everything.
She was blaming Will for a lot, and she was throwing him under the bus. And it's like, look, we're gonna say the truth. She obviously hasn't come after us because everything we said was the truth.
Yeah, what she could say.
Yeah, what's she gonna do?
We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
You invited me over. I was there.
Yeah. So I mean, Jada is an interesting bird, but she's getting what she deserves. People just, her book failed.
But you notice narcissist though, because he is a victim, Will is the victim. Do you notice though that he is going to defend her until the end? Because that's what the victims of narcissists do. It's
like
almost
Harry.
They have no idea. It is the hardest thing to do is to leave a narcissist, because they make your life miserable when you're living with them, and they make your life even worse when you're not.
My gosh.
Will's got a tough road. He's got a tough road.
But Nancy, if you feel comfortable, can you tell me the story of how Jada wasn't?
Okay, so I was at a rap party for, was it Wild Wild West or Men in Black 2?
It was Men in Black 2.
Men in Black 2. And Will and I and my friend Carlin were dancing on the dance floor, and we had a couple too many drinks.
Sure.
And
the only way to dance. Yeah.
We're all friends. And Jada's just like in the corner in the dark, just going like this. And Carlin and I are dancing, all this stuff. And then, we fall. And
as you do.
Exactly. And instead of her, this is usually what girls should do. They should help the girls get up.
Sure.
We bring them to the bathroom. We go, add too many drinks, She just starts laughing at us. And then Will, being the gentleman he is, he helps us out. Then my sister comes and gets me because she's Stephanie's boyfriend is Will Smith's stunt double. So Will and him were really close. And so Stephanie comes to get me, but just the way she just laughed and thought it was funny. And it's like, it just bothered me when she went on this.
Yeah. She drew more attention.
No, she went on this book tour talking about how she wants to empower women and how she's this feminist. Well, you know what? You don't laugh at women when they've had too many and they're on the dance floor. We've all done it.
I have a mean story.
Steph's got a really good one.
We were at Jada's 30th birthday party. And it was a surprise birthday party, and Will went to all his trouble. He rented out a lot at Universal Studios, and it had all her pictures around and everything around. And she pulls up to the gate, and we're all there, and we're like, surprise. And she looks kind of like how she's like, oh, I'm embarrassed, I have a hat on, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she's not as appreciative to Will as I thought she would be. But then she goes into the party and she starts looking around, and I was on the dance floor with her, and we were just kind of looking around, and she turns to me and she goes, Will did this all for him. This has nothing to do with me.
Oh my God.
She said he's inflating his own ego. I was like, I would be so happy if my husband did that for me. I would say that. All the pictures were up of her. Just because
God.
Yeah, he got people to perform, like P. Diddy was there, and he got people to perform, and then he went up on stage to perform a few songs, and Jada's sitting there again, just kind of looking melancholy, and she's like, it's all for him, see? It's all for him.
Oh my God.
And she was saying that to people.
Oh, that's awful.
And she also, she said in her book tour that she didn't want to marry Will. Yeah, that is the biggest lie.
That's a lie.
Yeah. That is the biggest lie, because we remember when it happened, and he did not want to get married. She got pregnant.
Really?
That's why they got pregnant.
He was the one that did not want.
He did not want to marry her. 100%.
Okay. So she's rewritten history. Wow.
Yeah. And Jada, we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please. She knows.
She knows.
I got receipts, baby. And I actually took pictures.
Yeah. We would never show them, but
Wow, that is so fascinating. You guys have really that's cool. You've met some people. That's so cool.
We lived in LA for 13 years, so it's hard not to run into people.
Yeah. Wow, that's really cool.
Now it's kind of like influencers, those young Instagram people. they hang out at Sunset Boulevard. It's not the same as it was back with our generation. You didn't have people taking pictures and selfies. Like you actually had like, you know, the VIP room, and you had like, you know, just everything
so different
was so
now.
different.
Now it's all online.
People talked back then, and now it's just not as communal as it was.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah.
I'm glad we were there when we were, and not this time, this day and age.
I gotcha.
It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's so cool, though. I had no idea about the Jada connection. I just thought you were into narcissists like me. I have no connections. I just am fascinated.
No, I mean we're fascinated. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger narcissist than Meghan Markle. I can't imagine. I can't imagine anyone bigger than that.
I know. I really can't. And I'm thinking.
Did you follow the Johnny Depp Amber Heard of it all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was super into that. She's pretty close, like from some of the stuff I learned about in court, but I'm with you. I think Meghan takes the cake.
Well, did you see that poll that, what was
Hollywood
Reporter did? And Meghan was second and Amber Heard was first.
I think Meghan should have been first.
I think Meghan should have been.
I think I'd trust Amber Heard before Meghan, and I don't trust either one of them. So
I just noticed, like, maybe I'm the opposite. Stephanie thought I was going soft, but we watched the Johnny Depp thing too. And I just thought maybe Amber Heard, there's something chemically imbalanced in her more than, I know she's a narcissist. Mood disorder. I don't know. I just see Meghan as more calculating. Because I don't know. I see her worse. But that's just
I get what you're saying, and I do think Meghan is the worst. I think what did it for me on Amber Heard, and I said it at the time, it feels weird if somebody claiming these things, your instinct is to believe them, but then she revealed herself by saying, nobody's going to believe you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to release all this stuff if you don't basically do what I say. And that's what she did. She released all this stuff, and it turned out to backfire on her. So totally. I was completely fascinated by that. Now I would say this takes the cake to me. At least with her, she went away after it was over. I don't see that for Meghan. I don't
see Meghan. I mean, we still have so much that Meghan is going to do. We have a divorce. We have the kids as pawns. We have her portraying Harry as a alleged drunk.
Yes.
We have so much coming down the pike.
We have to remember too,
the Amber book.
She's going to pull an Amber Heard, guys. She's going to show pictures of Harry drunk. She's going to show pictures of Harry doing drugs. And she's going to say, this is exactly what I had to be going through for the last how many years.
I had to take care of him.
This is, I was his mother the whole time. I mean, you don't understand the abuse that I had to go through. That's what's going to happen.
I think you're so spot on with that. Yes. I hope he speaks out on her as well. You know, I mean, that guy sucks. I don't feel sorry for him, but I do hope he speaks up as well. I'm here for all of it. I want to see him turn on.
I am too.
Oh, I can't wait. But I don't think he's going to, I think he's going to pull a Will Smith. I really do, because
he's a victim.
Well, there's kids involved too. I mean, do I believe that Meghan carried them? No, allegedly.
Yeah.
But I do believe that it is his kids biologically.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think at the end of the day, he's gonna feel bad about that.
Yeah,
for sure. Because she's still got the Diana card she can play. She's gonna play. She's gonna make Harry feel so guilty. About. She's gonna make him think that he's the one leaving his family. Oh, you're just like your dad. You're just like your dad. I mean, she's got all these cards to play still.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
For sure. I feel like this is weird to say it like this, but she let him write that book like that, Spare, confessing a lot of that, like the substance stuff, you know, and what he took mushrooms and talked to a toilet. Like that was left in on purpose. So that way she can say, look, guys, he wrote it himself.
I agree with you.
The train track.
I agree with you 100%. You are so right about that.
Thanks. I think she's just always plotting. We saw this with the royal family and Sense. So I think she's plotting.
Yeah.
That for sure. Yeah.
There's a reckoning.
There's going to be a reckoning for sure.
I think so too. Yeah. But I'm here for it. And when they announce it, I'm going to text you guys and say, okay, we got to jump on and record something.
Yeah. There's so much.
We got to get on this.
You're getting a ticket.
I know. Here's hoping they broadcast that court case when it comes down, between Harry and Meghan, because we'll be in for some stuff then. Woo.
That's gonna make the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial look like a poetry reading.
Oh, I think so too.
It's
but that's ridiculous. Why I think she's waiting to release her book, because right now she releases a memoir. It's going to be basically Spare recycled. It's going to be Omid it's going to be Endgame and Spare recycled. Yeah. She puts out a book after the divorce.
Okay.
Everyone's going to want to read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think she's waiting.
What do you think about Omid Scobie? I can't talk. What do you think about Omid?
I think he's a puppet. I think he's a ventriloquist puppet, and Meghan's got her hand up as you know what to control him. I don't know. But I hate that guy. Yeah, I think so too. And then have you heard the latest? Like, he's out there complaining that nobody's reading his book. I think he even he threw around those ist words that Meghan loves to throw around, misogynist, racist, stuff like that. Like, that's why people aren't reading it. I'm like, no, it's because you wrote a pile of garbage.
Exactly.
You know who he's getting to interview him now? Sussex Squad.
I saw little clips. I can't stand watching their crap, so I have a visceral reaction, so I can't watch it. But I've seen clips. How sad is that? Yes.
How are you getting treated by these people? Because Nancy and I, we've only been doing this a little under a year, but my God, they really hate us. How have you been getting any of that kind of stuff?
Well, before I go there, let me say, oh my God, you've only been at it for a year. You guys are incredible. I talked to myself for a year. I'm not even kidding.
It's been a little over a year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you're at what, like 30 something? You're at 30 something thousand subs, I think. That's incredible.
Thank you.
I talked to myself for a year. I didn't hit 50,000 subs until I've been at this for like 3 years, I think 3.5. And so I didn't hit 50,000 subs until March of this year. So
that's awesome though.
It's amazing. I'm not complaining. It's just, put that in perspective. You guys are doing incredible.
Those
are incredible numbers.
We feel like we have a community with you and Megan's Mole and Resting Dollface, and we always say to each other, and Sue Smith. We always say to each other, we have each other's backs.
Oh, for sure.
We really do. As women in this industry, we really have each other's backs.
I also think, we're not out to get each other. I think if anything, we help each other.
We help.
We
elevate each other. So.
And we're not doing this, at the end of the day, you and I said we're not doing this to be nefarious or anything.
No.
The greater good.
Exactly. I think so too. I'm obsessed with the psychology of it, and plus I just think it's so wrong what they both did to the Queen. So
it was horrible. It's elder abuse.
Absolutely. And I've just always had a soft spot for Catherine, Princess of Wales. So the way that Meghan's gone after her, I just feel like we have to call this crap out. So I'm with you.
The sisterhood.
I feel so bad for Princess Catherine.
Yes.
Being called out that name by Omid. I mean, Charles, I can see him having years of experience and having to kind of just roll off him. But could you imagine being called that in a book during the holidays of all? And she's got so much on her plate.
She looks like she's been crying.
She looks so tired lately. And I feel so bad for this woman because she really has never done anything wrong.
No. It's just that Meghan didn't like her. So she put her in her sites. Yeah. No, I totally agree.
She hates women.
She doesn't like women.
And I have a theory about that. I think she hates women because Doria was her mother and she just didn't have, she had probably a narcissistic, abusive mother. And that's why she hates women. That's what my theory on it is.
That's a good theory. Yeah, absolutely.
She really does not like women. I mean, you could even see it. Nancy and I did some videos where she was interviewed with her Suits cast.
Oh, I saw.
And
Yes.
it's like she just has this visceral reaction to the women of the cast
on the panels. Yeah,
she does.
And it's so obvious.
If the questions aren't aimed at her, she does that rapid blinking thing that it's like manic. Yes.
Yeah, she doesn't want any woman to be above her. And you know what? You know what's interesting about that? She had it though. When she married Prince Harry, you know what? You could have been doing some good things.
Absolutely.
You could have gone 2 years and did some good things in this world, but she couldn't do it.
Nope.
She's just too much. She had to get paid. She wants her Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
She deserves everything that she's getting right now.
I think so too.
Karma's a bitch.
Yep. But I really can't. I say this every time. I cannot stand Harry. That guy sucks. So I would put him right there with her. And sometimes I do feel sorry for him. And I get what you're saying about the narcissistic, the being the victim of the narcissist. That guy sucks. He does suck. It's his grandmother and he went along with it. It's his family. He had a great relationship with Catherine before he seemed to. And then now he's sitting alongside her while she does that horrible mock curtsy, and I'm sorry, F that guy, F that guy. So I know.
I don't think he thought she was going to do it though. In his defense, because of his face, he looked over because there's always a line producer. He looked over at the producer, almost like he wanted them to stop filming. For a half a second. If you see his face,
I know
he looks over at
Nancy,
someone.
He's such a jackass.
No. He's a jackass.
He literally in his book talked about his grandmother in her deathbed.
Do you think he wrote that book, Steph?
Nancy, I just think he's a piece of pawn scum. Sorry.
I think so too. He has his name on it. So I don't think he actually wrote it, but he signed his name to it. So screw that guy. Yeah, I think so
no,
too.
You're right. You're right.
So
Nancy's got to, of course, differ with me.
I'm not trying to differ. I'm just saying that
twin fight.
That curtsy, man, that curtsy will never go away. She's always going to have. That's probably. I don't know. It's up there with one of the worst things she's ever done.
And Real Housewives recap. Don't you think the South Park episode put the nail in the coffin?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for episode 2. I'm Jen, by the way. You can call me Jen. It's cool, but
I didn't know if I could or not.
Oh yeah. They know I'm Jen. Yeah.
Okay, Jen. Sorry,
okay.
I wanted to protect your identity.
Aw, you're so
like
sweet.
Batman.
No, thank you. No, I'm really not.
No, but Jen, don't you think the South Park episode was the final nail? I thought so.
I don't know if it's the final nail, but I find it fabulous, and I can't wait for the second episode to come. They'll have fodder for years. So.
Yeah.
But I loved every second of it. It was brilliant. But I don't know. I think she's going to be her own final nail. I really think this end game was a big step toward that. Hi.
Sorry,
No, I love animals. Show them off. Where's he at?
70 pounds.
70 pounds of joy.
Cute. But no, that end game, I'd say, was one of the final nails, I would think, just to be able to because I know I have to say it every time. He says she didn't help. Clearly, we have brains. She helped. In my opinion, but
her friends helped.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's right. Cough, bullshit, cough. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
But putting it in print and letting us all see, oh my gosh, she really does have an obsession with Catherine. I think that was a step. Now, did you guys read Endgame? Or no?
No, just the Cliff Notes. No, did you?
Yes, I did. You're much smarter than I am. I read it I summarized it for
you were drinking wine at the time.
I know, right? I know. I'm so lame. I read my Coke Zero. I was chugging those. I'm drinking up those. My head spins. That's right. I know. But I did. I broke it down for the channel, and I just found myself getting so pissed off. I was yelling in my mic and losing my voice. So I did.
I remember you doing that, and I couldn't watch it because I was like, I'm not listening to this crap.
I don't blame you. I don't know why anybody did, but the supercut of the whole thing ended up being 4 hours of me talking about the damn book.
Yeah.
So yes, I did cover it. It sucks.
Anything new? Anything new
that we didn't know?
Or
honestly, no. I mean, it was exactly as you would think. And the glaring thing to me is anything that Meghan's been called out on, she addresses through Omid in the book and aims it especially at Catherine. So like the lazy thing. Obviously, we know her as the lazy blank and grifter.
Yeah.
Which is, hello. If the lazy grifter shoe fits, right?
Yeah.
So she started calling Catherine lazy in the book. They said that there was a rumor of her being lazy. They called her all kinds of horrible names, and they kept pointing. And then they even called William lazy and called him work shy William, the future king. Right? Yeah. So that's a theme that we saw a lot in the book of them projecting back on William and Catherine. So
of course,
that's what I got to from just reading the articles and stuff.
And Omid's now just living it up in LA. Now he's in Malibu and he's hanging out, and
I think he's in the Hollywood Hills.
Hollywood Hills, yeah.
But he I can't imagine him going back to England.
No. I can't imagine him writing after this. Who's going to hire him to write something? That was awful.
I think, Jen, he was the patsy, so he probably got a nice little sum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From them or whoever was behind this book. Because the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's just Meghan behind this. I think it's a lot of people behind wanting to abolish the monarchy.
Okay.
There's a lot of people behind this. And, because she had ties with that Irish guy. Do you remember that?
Is that Marcus, or is that that's something?
Marcus Anderson. This was
she does have ties with Marcus Anderson.
There was this older Irish gentleman. I can't remember his name, and he did a podcast where he basically he didn't realize he was doing it, but he was basically saying she was a yacht girl. And he was talking about how he met her, and they started traveling together, and he's the one that brought her to the White House because he had he's an owner of hotels. He owns
rich
Church Irish guy, but it turns out he had ties to the IRA. And he is anti-monarchy. But he was the one who invited her to the White House, who got the picture with Obama. And he even tells the story. He goes, we were supposed to go out one night, and then I told her, well, I have to go to the White House for this dinner. And she was like, can I go with you?
Yeah.
So he was kind of like saying the quiet part out loud, and he didn't realize it. And no, I'm not kidding. Like, it was a crazy, crazy podcast.
I'm going to have to go listen.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. We did an episode on it. And
we'll send you our episode.
I'll send you our episode. And we just kind of like we just put the best parts, but it is really interesting. You should do an episode on that, because he says the quiet part out loud. It's interesting.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I always wondered how she went to the White House. And it's such a lame picture of her and Obama, because she's just standing in line, and he's not posing with her. She's just like, you could tell like that Irish guy just like got it real fast. Yeah. It's an interesting story. Yeah. And he talks about the golfer that she did.
Rory. I think it was.
Yeah. And he said
Rory,
the first and with he's like, the first time I saw Meghan Markle, she was in the hotel lobby having drinks with that Irish guy. The same time she was dating or living with Corey.
Okay.
So you got to listen to this.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Oh, I'm excited. Thanks. I didn't even know about that. That's great. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Now, what are your thoughts on the Christmas card? I'm sure you've
we knew it was, I knew it was going to be, narcissistic and boring and just all about them.
Absolutely.
And like, it's so funny because of they have that little, what is it? The play button in the center of the.
Yes.
Yeah. So it must have been interactive or something.
Well,
I think it was an advertisement. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go onto like filters, and they have
do
little
it where
snowflakes coming down.
Yeah.
And it looks like somebody just screenshotted it. So it was probably like a Sussex squad that got it or something.
But what did you think about it, Jen? I mean, did you think it was going to be with the kids this year?
Oh, yeah. I wondered for attention because they've had such negative attention because of the book and excuse me, because of the awful behavior. So I wondered, but no, she can't stand anybody looking at anybody but her.
Yeah,
the whole background of the card is green. She's wearing green. You know, it's another.
Did you notice though, Jen, that they did not include this year Archwell audio?
I did. Yes.
So
that's pretty funny. Yes. So is that I wonder, do you think they'll try to bring that back under somebody else, or they're too busy and important?
No, I don't think. I think it's gone. I think it's gone. Did you see that Queen Camilla has a podcast coming out?
I did. I can't wait to compare the numbers there, right?
I know we saw that on Andy's Popcorn Planet show when we were just on just now. We were like, "It's breaking news."
It's a big Merry Christmas FU to
Meghan.
Yeah.
That's great. I think hers is it about reading? She's a pretty big reader, I believe.
Yeah,
she's
that's great.
She's really into education.
And this isn't something that she just came up with. You know, I like how Sussex Squad will say things about Catherine and Camilla now doing these initiatives. No, they've been doing this for years before Meghan was even on the scene. Get over yourself.
Absolutely. You had asked earlier about my interactions with Sussex Squad, and that I do the sugar roast videos. I don't know if you've ever seen that, where I just read out their stupid comments.
Yeah.
One of the funniest ones I get often is that I'm jealous of Meghan and that I want Harry. Do you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay. I got it once where we want
you want to be the princess and you want Harry. It's like, dude, I wouldn't touch that guy with the 10-foot pole. Are those the normal ones you get though?
Yes. Yeah. Jealous, the ist words, and that I attack women. I'm like, well, I don't. I love the Queen. I love Catherine. I love Sophie. I think they're all women, so probably not.
I know. And they're just jealous of the sisterhood that all of us YouTubers have. They wish they had that kind of sisterhood and they just don't.
You know, it really is funny because the jealousy of Harry.
It's funny. Oh my God, he's such a man.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, that's so gross. So gross.
Oh gosh, no, thank you.
I know. But anything else as far as like threatening stuff? Because Nancy and I have gotten threatening stuff because we were on our private Instagram. On my private Instagram, we were lighting a menorah. The menorah for Hanukkah because we celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah. And the stuff we got after that post was the most anti-Semitic things.
Oh no!
We saved it all. We did a whole episode on it, but the thing is, they were saying they were comparing our ancestors dying in the Holocaust to what Meghan is going through right now.
Oh my gosh!
It was
disgusting.
Cray. It was cray.
Making fun of our mine facial features.
Yeah, they were like, you have a big nose because you're Jewish, and it's like, oh my God.
That's a half Italian nose.
No, but they're vicious.
They are. Yeah. Where I don't show my face, it's my voice they go after. And I mean, oh no, somebody doesn't like it. What am I going to do? You know,
I love your voice.
My mom loves your voice.
My mom I love your voice, Megan's mole's voice.
She said, Real Housewives recaps and Meghan's mole are so articulate. Maybe one day you two will be like
that. She said that. She goes, maybe one day you'll sound like that.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh no, you guys are great. No.
We scream a lot.
I think they just go after anything they can, and honestly, it's the way they write and the spelling and all that tells me they're like 12. I'm not even.
I think a lot of them are paid bots too.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. It's fun to make them malfunction though.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in conversations with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's done that.
Or
That's right.
You gotta confuse them.
That's right. Beep boop. So something I love to do on my channel is to talk about the horrible outfits. Now, you guys are much nicer than me. I haven't really heard you go too too hard after it. Do you have a standout worst outfit? I just get obsessed with how poorly she dresses. All
I'm
the
obsessed with
money
it too.
in the world, and that's what we come up with.
You know, I gotta be honest with you, Jen. Invictus, those
Wow.
culottes.
Yes.
I have nightmares over that. Not just does she not know how to dress. She dress inappropriately for the certain occasion she's doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And also, we were recently on a podcast with Thomas Markle Jr. And I asked him.
You're in that chat too.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
And,
yeah.
and I asked Thomas, I went, so when you guys were kids, you just didn't own an iron? And you didn't get, like, irons were not, because this girl does not know how to press clothes.
No steamers, no irons. No, it's so weird.
Jen, I'm baffled by it. Is it, Jen, do you think it might be for attention? Because nobody can be that stupid.
Yeah.
I really wish I understood. That was my question to you. I don't know.
It's really one of those things that keep me up at night.
It could be for attention. It could be.
Yeah, maybe. I cannot understand it. And with the royal family, it was so wild how messy. That's what I like to yell into my mic. Messy she was. Not just, it's the hair, the lack of tailoring, all of it. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't. So I don't know.
Yeah, and she can't blame the royal family for that. They had tailors on site. They had what are they called? Ladies in waiting.
She had a lady in waiting.
She had a lady 24 hours a day. There was no excuse.
What's her excuse now? If they're millionaires, you know, like what's her excuse now? How come me, who's not a millionaire, can be put together?
Yeah,
and know
how to iron a coat.
No, you shouldn't, be half naked in a parade for veterans.
No,
like you shouldn't show your legs like that. No, you shouldn't wear a dress like that. The last night of Invictus, when everybody else is like sort of casual, because it makes other people uncomfortable. Could you imagine the wives? The wives came in like, sneakers and and she's in high heels.
We also have to remember that she's pushing the I don't know what I can say. What can I say?
You can't say that.
Where she doesn't ED. Can I say ED?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. What's ED?
She's
Diana thing. The Diana thing.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
I feel like the reason why she's wearing those revealing culottes and the shirts and everything, I think eventually down the road she is going to play that Diana card. So
I 100%
the more pictures she gets, the better off for her.
She's just her face, like at the thing that they crashed for Christmas.
Are you talking about the ribbon cutting thing or
ribbon cutting thing?
Yes.
It was like, of course she had clothes on, but she was just gaunt.
Gaunt,
Gaunt. And that's not normal.
No,
that's not normal.
No,
because the camera does add 10 pounds, so you can only imagine what she looks like in real life. But for her to pick those clothes and be so revealing on that,
she wants us to know she's thin.
Absolutely. That hence the parking lot strolls and the tight pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I know. Car parkles is the new name for them. I've heard that. I can't stop laughing at car parkles. I think that's
I like parking lot princess.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yes. But you're so right. She wears those tight pants. So I said the same thing where everybody will go, oh, what's going on? She's lost so much weight. Yeah.
She looks so sick. Did she eat anything?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a card she's going to play.
She's going to play that card for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's coming for sure. I think so too. On the clothes, I keep thinking about, I think she's one of those too that thinks expensive equals good. And I'm no fashion expert. I have the best from Target, right? I mean, like, so, you know, but I can't imagine. To me, it makes it.
I'm listening. I'm still
no
here.
problem. No. It's okay.
It's the mailman.
He has something to say too. He's agreeing. I agree.
I know.
I just can't imagine spending that much on clothing ever, but and then not altering it or tailoring it or hemming
this
it.
is my thing about the clothing. I think she's getting the clothing to merch it.
Okay.
So when you get clothes that you're merching, that means you have to return it.
Okay.
So she's not able to tailor the clothes she receives. When she gets it in the size, that's all she's got.
And that's
because
it.
even that dress that she had, oh God, that brown, whatever color.
With the variety
thing.
Yeah. Yes.
If you looked at the bottom of it.
I saw it was dragging the ground.
Yes. Horrible. The length wasn't tailored.
Yeah.
And that's usually like everybody tailors their dress before they go to an event. I mean, like I said, I just go down the street to my dry cleaner. It costs $10. So it's not the money. I just think she can't tailor the clothes because she's got to return it.
They're samples.
You're probably right, but I wonder then why pick that one? I mean, do all clothes look like that? What is going on with that?
I don't know.
So why does Meghan do half of what she does?
I know. I'm focused on the wrong detail.
No, but it could drive you crazy. It really can drive you mad. The clothing. Yeah.
I get obsessed with it because it's so bad every time.
Do you have a favorite this year that you can think of? Or
it's not from this year. To me, one of the all-time worst will always be, I call it the boobs East and West dress, that red dress.
Yes.
I don't understand it. Do you not have a mirror? And she's so proud of it. Because in the Netflix show, she showed the people they're altering it.
I think those were Netflix employees. I don't think they were tailors. Yeah.
Okay, you're probably that explains a lot.
There's absolutely no way there would have been a stylist saying this is a good idea. No. There's just no way.
No.
I mean, it was Carolina Herrera, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and I actually looked it up. I looked up what she was going for. I looked up the model.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see what she was trying to do. Meghan does not have, some people just don't have the body type to do certain things. Like I don't have a big torso, so I don't wear certain clothes that will show off that I don't have a long torso. Meghan has a certain body type. And she had no business wearing that dress.
No.
Just wear something flattering. No. Don't wear something that
I don't think she knows what flattering is.
Oh my God.
No. I just truly don't understand that at all. So what do you think is going on with the color of it all? Because that was, I know you know, but the we were only allowed to wear beige and muted colors with the royal family, whatever.
Now she's only wearing beige.
We did. On one of our episodes, we found a clip of her going on the Rachel Ray show before Harry, and she actually was saying how she only likes muted tones.
Okay,
knitting it. So and she didn't care about color before.
So she lied when she said I wasn't able to wear colors and it was frowned upon. So we have so much receipts on her saying she doesn't like colors. She likes to wear muted tones.
Monochromatic.
Yeah, monochromatic. That was the word she used. And she said that, and she had a
row of muted clothes.
I think she only wore that dress for the Netflix thing because she was trying to prove a point that now she can wear. And she found the biggest red dress.
I'm gonna
show them. But notice how it was the last time she ever wore
a color.
Color. So that whole crap of her not being able to wear.
She's a liar.
She's a freaking liar.
And that's it. And that honestly, that's what keeps me riveted is easily verifiable things she lies about and continues to lie about and then contradicts herself. And Harry does the same thing. And it's fascinating. I've never seen anything like it.
It's so traceable though.
It
is so traceable.
You're so right.
I think she's going to be entertaining us for years to come.
I think so
she's
too.
Not going away. Yeah. But it is our job to make sure that, that's what I want to do. My mission in life is to just make sure She cannot get an Instagram page and make money off this. She does not deserve to be an influencer.
No,
she does not deserve to do what she did to the Queen and Prince Philip, and now they're not here anymore. And now she does not deserve to make money. So, you know, hey, it's our job as America, because we're the ones who can make or break her, the Americans. It has nothing to do with the British. You know? So I have a boyfriend who's Canadian, and he's an entertainer, and he goes, unless you break it in America, nobody cares who you are.
Okay.
And so it's like, it's true.
Wow. Huh. I really thought, so they thought they'd come back and just be whatever rock stars or whatever. And it's just not happening for them. So, what do you think? Do you think they'll stay there in California? What do you think will?
I think they want to go back to. I think they want to go back.
I don't think they can afford to stay in California.
Okay.
That is insanely expensive.
Sure.
Okay. I think that Harry is doing all those court cases in the UK to try to get his high security, back.
It's expensive. I don't think they can afford the security that it's about $2 million a year. And that's a lot of money. You got to remember, they didn't get the full amount from Netflix.
Yeah.
Even Spotify.
And Netflix is still having them pay for a lot of stuff.
But eventually like I said, her next hand is going to be the divorce. That's she's asking, do you think that they'll move to the UK? I think they want to move back to the UK.
I think they do.
I don't think they will.
Okay. Do you think she would?
Yes, because it would be a scandal. It would be like, look,
what else does she have?
I can come back if I want. I'm back because at the end of the day, she's nothing without the royal family.
Nothing.
And if she goes back to the UK and she starts doing royal duties, or even if she goes and she's like, Andrew or Eugene, where she makes an appearance once in a while, that's still more than she's getting now.
And you have to remember, if she goes back to the royal family, William and the king, they're going to have her on a short leash.
Yeah.
She will not be able to say certain things. She will not be able to go certain places. And that's how it's going to be.
I don't
think she'll be monitored 24 hours a day.
I don't think they'll allow her to come back.
I wouldn't think so. Not after all the crap she's pulled, especially lately against Catherine.
Yeah. No way.
And the behavior towards Charlotte and all that. No.
They called an entire nation basis. I mean,
yeah.
An entire nation.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No, you're right. Oh, they're disgusting. And I want to say you guys were so generous and so kind to support when I did the charity live stream last weekend.
Yeah.
Red
Thank
Cross,
you for doing that.
Oh no.
You that was a success, girl.
Oh my
Very
gosh,
successful.
I'm blown away. I had no idea. This is the best group ever. I'm just in awe. So that's great.
We're in awe of you, girl.
Oh, it's funny because one of our friends under the comments says, Real Housewives Recaps is doing a live telecom right now. And I said, I'm there. We believe in the Red Cross. They're so important. They're always there to lend a helping hand. So anytime you need us.
If you need anything, let us know.
Well, same. I think animal charity. I mean, anything related to that, I'm always on board for. Thank you guys for taking the time to talk to us. And
thank you. We're so honored. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah. And happy holidays.
Oh, you too.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
We're going to do that again.
Definitely do that again with her. She is just so easygoing, funny. I said this a long time ago. I feel like sometimes the three of us share a brain.
Yeah.
But she's just a great gal. We love Jen.
We can't wait to do that again.
If you haven't already, I'm sure you all have, but if you haven't already, please go give her a sub, all that fun stuff over at YouTube.
She is Real Housewives Recap.
And she's also on Twitter, and she's hilarious on Twitter as well. We promised you we would show you another one of Mom's possible dream Santa Claus, and we don't want to disappoint. This one's super cute. If you'd like to know, they also make ornaments.
They make ornaments, possible dreams.
Yeah, so this is an ornament golf Santa, and it's super cute. And Mom got this one for our dad because our dad loves playing golf. This is our little golf Santa.
A little side story here, though. There is another one that goes with this particular ornament. It's a Mrs. Claus, but because we might have young viewers watching us, we can't show it. And this is why this is sad story. You know, Dad gave us the story. What happened was Mrs. Claus was always upset because Santa would go golfing, you know, and she'd be like, you know, why can't you bring me, Claus or Nick? Why can't you bring me? And he's like, okay, you can come with me, you nag. And then he lures her out onto the golf course, and he gets her right. He gets her right in mid swing. She's about mid swing, like this, about like this. Okay, he takes his club and he just starts mauling her with it. He just goes over and over. And I think Dad said it took. I think he stabbed her with the golf club about 80 times. 80 times.
I can't remember.
So that's the thing. That's why we can't show the other one, because there's a lot of blood involved. She has a head missing, but that is what goes with it. And that's a nice one. That's a nice one to share, though, because it's cute.
Ornament.
It's cute how he has this. You know what's cute about it too is the sweater.
The little sweater.
Yeah,
really
I love
cute.
that.
Yeah,
I love that.
So possible dreams.
Possible dream. Thanks, Mom, for that one. That was fun.
Yeah.
Again, bringing real life problems into fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's animal rescue is Pilots and Paws. This is such a great organization. Retired airline pilots volunteer their time. Like, a lot of them own little planes and they still fly, and they fly dogs from shelters to their new homes.
That is so cool.
It is such a great program. So I'm going to put the link in the description below. Pilots and Paws. Please go check them out. Share them with your friends and family. We would be very appreciative if you did. We really want to thank Real Housewives Recaps for an awesome collab. We hope we have many, many more. We will see you guys very soon. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
And in honor of Real Housewives Recap's name, so let us go out with Chic, c'est la vie. C'est bon, c'est bon. Chic, c'est la vie. C'est bon, c'est bon. Chic, c'est